Hey everybody, welcome back to another video for the all ears crop over at my little scrapbook store. This time I'm going to be doing challenge 23, which is the use mixed media on your project. You saw me use some pixie spray here. This is a very old stencil that I have, and some brand new Vicky Bouton paste. I'll try to link the paste below. I think Michelle still has some in the store, but I am not a big mixed media person, but I absolutely love the texture and the iridescent of this paste that Vicky Bouton's come out with. She's had it in a white, a blue, and now this pink. So I really wanted to use this when I found out there was a mixed media challenge. This is what I wanted to use. I just think it's super smooth, it goes on easy, and the results that you get when you use it, the shine is just unbelievable. So you're seeing me just, like I said, I used pixie spray to hold the stencil down. I'm putting it down with some Nuvo kind of glide tools. All of that is super easy. Um, Mixed media is a difficult challenge for people. I mean, some people, find it super difficult. I'm not a big mixed media person, and if you're not, you can do what I'm doing, which is simply paste through a stencil. You could do ink through a stencil. A really cool technique is simply to wet some inks and then use plastic and smush it down, the smushing technique. That counts as mixed media. So anything you do to alter a background is really mixed media, whether it's with ink or paste or paint, you can, or even pencils. You can consider that mixed media. So think about that when you're trying to do these challenges. I know we have one more week to get the challenges done, and I'm going to try to get 2 or 3 videos posted for you so that you can see. I actually recorded all of these videos during the week of the crop and then just never had time to do the voiceover or the editing. So I am actually trying to remember what I did at the same time that you are, which is kind of funny, I guess. Um, but here is kind of the final. I moved the stencil down so I can get a full 12 by 12, and then I'm going to lay it aside. And I ended up laying this aside for a full 24 hours. So I had 24 hours before I even touched this mixed media again. Really let it set. And I think that's one of the mistakes a lot of people make is they pull the mixed media out and try to use it before it's completely dry, and then you're going to smush it, then you're going to get it other places. Really having patience is kind of a good way to look at mixed media. So there it is. You can see some of the sparkle, and now you're going to see what I'm going to use it for. So I have some leftovers of the Say Cheese Adventure, I believe it was, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use this as the side, and I'm going to make kind of a vertical layout with strips or columns. I'm using ribbon. Michelle, when she packages up your products over at my little scrapbook store, always gives you coordinating ribbons. That is super fun. So I use some of those. Now, what I'm trying to do, I think, is try to find the date of when this was. And I'm just basically going to make a vertical layout. There's nothing too fancy about what I'm doing, but I do enjoy the pop of color that it gives. If you'll notice, that pink iridescent goes very well with kind of the pinky peach in that layout, in those layouts. So I'm also going to use some orange there on the side to bring the orange in. And this is some photos from Disney of when we went to the bar at Polynesian and the kids got mocktails and it was so much fun. They really enjoyed that. Uh, I I really think that one of the things that Disney does well is includes kids in basically everything. So even at like the bars that are very kind of typically bars, and I don't know where I went. I disappeared for a little bit there. Um, they have things for kids, and they have a lot of mocktails, which is super fun. So I'm using this old scallop border punch from, I think it's a Martha Stewart, maybe even, punch that I've had for a long time. The good news is, what I really love is that tools never go out of style. If you've got some really good border punches or those kinds of things, whether it's the dies that you use through your Sizzix, those never go out of style and you can use those forever. So don't throw those away. Now, paper collections and color schemes, those kind of come and go, but things like punches, you'll be able to use forever. I'm going to cut this down so that the border shows there, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how thin I want it, and my Tim Holtz trimmer that I love very, very much does not do, I can't do less than like an inch and a half. It just doesn't do it. And then I still didn't get exactly the cut I wanted for the trimmer, so I end up going with my scissors. Now, the reason I have the Tim Holtz trimmer is because my old trimmer that you just saw, I can't get replacement blades for it easily, and it had to be replaced. It was getting to the point where it just wasn't working. So I ended up instead just buying the Tim Holtz trimmer, which I love, but you can't do thin cuts easily. You can't measure. If you only have a little bit of the paper, it's really hard. So, anyway, um, I think the Fiskars cutters are obviously kind of the ones that a lot of people have, and I love mine. I just was pretty upset that they ran out of the blades to get replaced were hard to find. So what I'm doing now is I've got the page, basically the page laid out how I want it. I've got the drinks, the mocktails, and then I've got Drew with his. And now I'm going to go look for some title page, some title cards, and what we can use. And I'm going to go through my old stash. I don't want this to be too Disney, so I'm looking for titles and stickers. I've got the adventure stickers here that I'm going to use just to see if it makes sense. But I'm also going to go look for some other titles because I didn't really find, oh, look, they had that mocktail. I didn't really find anything that I just absolutely loved. You're seeing me here find some titles, words from some other collections, and this particular one was an old Pink Fresh collection. And I liked the colors of it, so I was looking to see if there was anything in the colors that would work. And that's where I'm kind of pulling in my information from, or my decision to pull these particular in. And I like the word moments and I like the word happy, but I had already glued down, you'll see I added some florals there. I already glued all those down and I couldn't bring it down. So I need to figure out how to make happy moments work on the page while still kind of and you'll see me try to pull those up and I'm like, I can't pull them up without ruining everything. So I'm realizing that I can't fit moments, happy moments together up there, but I can. And what I end up doing is just dividing the title up, putting happy on top and moments on the bottom, and that works. It's not 100% what I wanted to do, but it definitely worked for what I ended up having for the page. So the title is at the top and the bottom, it's happy moments, and that's fine. Then what I'm going to do is figure out what else I want on this page. And I definitely want some journaling, which means I need some sort of journaling space. And nowhere in the Disney collection or in this Pink Fresh title collection is there something that I can use for journaling. The other thing that I really want to do is you can see in the mixed media where I joined the stencil together, there is a little space, a white space, that line, and I definitely want to make that go away as well. So I'm going to look for a journaling piece that's big enough to cover that up. I guess first I'm going to go ahead and put some of these enamel dots, these glass enamel dots on, which are also really super cute. They came with the Say Cheese collection and they just add a little bit to the page. But going back, I'm going to start looking for a journaling place. Now, if you have mixed media and you have a part of it that you just don't love, it's okay to cover it up. Just remember, the mixed media is great even if you only see 80% of it. That 20% where you didn't do as well as you like, or in my case where you have this white line, it's perfectly fine to cover that little part up. So that's what I'm going to end up doing is finding a piece to journal on that's going to cover up that white line. And then it's like you're never even going to be able to tell that the white line was there. I hope that you are enjoying all of these challenges and that you're going over to the My Little Scrapbook Store page. We've really spent a lot of time working on getting challenges together for you for the crops. There'll be another one in February. The theme was just announced and it's going to be the Beatles. So we're trying to do some themes to kind of keep the challenges fun. I think that one's going to be just as much fun as the Disney one is, and you could use, any kind of pictures, just like you could use any kind of pictures with this. You'll see I chose that Vicky Bouton envelope to do my journaling on, and it covers and it has the florals, and it's perfect. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. This is my take on mixed media, and I will see you back on the channel soon. Have a great day, and please go check out the My Little Scrapbook Store crop page. Bye bye.